Hey guys, it's your girl Coco Kenzie. You might hear somebody here in my villa doing some yard work, but don't mind that. But no, we're gonna talk about this latest episode of Love Island. Oh my goodness. And before I even get to that, oh my God, why didn't you guys tell me about Paramount Plus? Not that I didn't know about it, but El Cheapo finally decided to actually, okay, I'm like, okay, let me go ahead and get it so I can see what people are talking about sometimes. Like, 'cause I'm like, obviously, I'm missing some of the dots. And so I was like, invest in yourself, right? So I invest in myself, and I don't always pay attention to detail. I try to, and so I'm looking, and this one time I did, and I saw that it said TV mature. I was like, oh, but still never thought anything of it. I thought, okay, well, CBS, like how, whatever, just and you hear something and you hear somebody curse. But I'm thinking it's CBS. I did not hear him say what I think he said. So I just kind of just went on about my business, watching in my grown up time the show. And so my son comes in, and of course I told him, you don't need to be watching things with cursing. You're not quite old enough yet, blah blah blah, whatever. And he walks by and it's like F this, F that. Shannon bent over, and I'm like, I was not ready. I was not aware. I was not aware. So that was a funny moment. But nonetheless, let's get into it. So obviously, talking about Shannon bent over, wide open, Lord. So Shannon and Josh obviously do the do. I'm still not impressed, guys. Like, and individually, like, I do have, well, I can't say Josh as much. I don't dislike him, but I don't love him either. Shannon, it's a love hate thing because she is so messy, but her messy is good entertainment. So you want to see it. And I honestly think sometimes she may mean well, but she's just messy. Excuse me for trying to help this throat of mine, but mm, she's just messy. But so they do the do. They are selected for the hideaway, and I still feel no sparks. I definitely see, obviously that they're together. I think when you're young and fresh and they're having fun, but I don't feel that connection. Like, I don't know, maybe as time goes on, stuff can change. We saw that Slade went home, and which I was really disappointed on. Of course, obviously, like I said before, I was cheering for the Georgia boy. But even more so, I love, just as we're gonna get into the way everything is going, I love to see um, more people in the villa. Obviously, not too many people, but enough. The way it's going, you just don't know. I mean, even like with Josh, like there are certain people like Josh and Shannon, Kieran, Will, Trina, and Cinco. There's certain people that you just feel, okay, well, that is what it is. But we've got enough that it's like it's interesting things happening. And so, you just don't know. You don't know. And I know that Slade obviously was interested in Olivia, and we were thinking that possibly he could take Olivia from Giovanni. But you just don't know. Maybe it would have been for somebody else that he didn't even know. So you don't know. So big ups to him and his family, sending so much love and light to whatever his family emergency was. Definitely sending so much love and prayers and positive energy towards you guys. Let's see. Florita and Jeremy. I am not feeling it. I don't get Jeremy creeps me out. I do not trust him at all, not in any capacity. I don't get the connection. I don't get the connection that Amy was saying. And I'm like, are y'all playing with my mind? Because I don't see it at all. I don't like him at all, like at all. And don't get me wrong, because he's cute. I get he's cute. But even that is diminished. Character is so important to me. And once you've shown your character and it's not good, then even the cuteness goes out the window for me. Like, as far as I'm concerned, he could look like a Muppet because I don't have anything for him. And let me not insult the Muppets. Like, you know what? He just doesn't do it for me. Okay? And so I'm not feeling it. But apparently Florita is. I really like Corey. my heart goes out to him because he's had such a hard time. And I was actually just in the midst of thinking that as I was watching Paramount Plus and this latest episode, I was just like, oh my God, like, is this healthy for people to be put in these situations? Because, you go in a whole confident person and it makes you question so many things that maybe you wouldn't question in everyday life. And like my heart just goes to him because I just hope mentally that he comes through okay. And I'm excited. I don't know how he feels, but I mean, because I know him and Cash are close, as in like they really lean on each other, but it's like romantic connection. I don't, obviously we haven't seen that, but I think this could be nice and refreshing. I would have liked to see more of Isaiah, even though, again, like his character was in the question, but I still would have liked to have seen a little bit more with him in the scene because the possibilities are endless. Um, but he went home, so guess we won't be seeing any more of him. So moving on to the next. I am so because I'm gonna get back to Corey and Cash because that warmed my little heart. But the more and more we go along, guys, I am loving, 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 loving Giovanni and Olivia. I've always loved. Oh, let me backtrack. Let me not even lie, because y'all know the first time I saw Giovanni, I said he was a lot, and I was not feeling him. But as we've gone along, Giovanni is my favorite. I literally live for Giovanni. I love him. He is hilarious. He is adorable. He just is free. He's free, and I love it. And he's very honest and authentic, and it's fun. And I think it's been really good for Olivia. And I like Olivia. I do. I would like to see more of her. And the more we've been seeing of them together, it's been cute, and I like it, and it's fun. And it doesn't seem forced. It doesn't seem like they're trying to ride a wave to convince us that they're so in love. It's fun. We're having fun in this moment. And I really, really appreciate that. And I appreciate them. Um, I just really like it. I really do. Honestly, and I think for at least from what I see online, a lot of people like Giovanni the way I do. And honestly, she could ride his coattails and win this thing if they keep it up. And just because it's been a journey and it seems to be an authentic journey, but I don't know. We're gonna ride the wave and see. I know I was trying to place Cash with Giovanni like so many others because it just seemed like their friendship seems to be there, which I didn't know she had the friendship with Corey, but I did. You see her and Giovanni talking, and honestly, and obviously, rather, recently we saw her really leaning on Giovanni and Giovanni being there for her, which was cute. And it was like, okay, well, Olivia, Slade's more her type. He's here, and maybe she should go for that. And then Cash and Giovanni could, we can see how this plays out. But well, obviously Slade went home, but even before he went home, Olivia's like, no, hey, I don't know what it is about this cat Giovanni, but I'm liking him, I'm loving him, we're having fun, and she wants to stay. So I can't fault her for that. I love it. And obviously Cash was going after Wes, and I'm so, so glad that that did not play out ugly. I mean, obviously, there's more days to come. I hope it doesn't. But she was really confident in that, and I was at home clutching my little lay, my pearls, everything. I was clutching them because I was like, girl, please don't play yourself. I'm so glad that the girls got to pick. I'm so glad because I was like, my girl may be going home because I didn't think that Wes, not that he wasn't, I thought he could have been interested, but I didn't want her to be. I felt exactly what it was. I felt like Cash was a backup if Amy, for some reason, wasn't as interested. Which, I mean, I guess in a sense it is a game, so you should have backups because if you want to win, then you try to come up with all strategies. But I just didn't feel that he was into her like that. And she seemed to really feel confident in it. So I am glad that some things happened and she was able to take a pause and take a step back. I don't know where we go from here because obviously Wes and Amy seem to really be cute and interested in each other. And I know Amy was, for whatever reason, I'm going to say as many times as I can, I don't understand it, but for whatever reason, she was loving and missing Jeremy. But Jeremy has decided he's all in on Florita. And so, and Florita has, for whatever reason, decided she's all in on Jeremy, telling Corey she just feels they're friends and they're great and whichever. So yeah, I don't get it, guys. But Amy and Wes seem to be really, wanting to try that out. And I love Amy. She's such a class act. She's such a lady. I love the way she handles herself. I love the way she said, I'm gonna step back and take myself out of the equation with Isaiah because I don't want to do that for myself and for Cash. I love it. I mean, she's just love it, love it. Her and West, I'm excited to see what happens there. But I'm still trying to. Last year, I'm not gonna lie. Last year's little debacle, as we all know, I will not get into it. As I said, I'm not gonna do that. But last year's debacle does have me looking at people's side eye. Like I'm always like, what are your intentions? Are you honest? Are you? So I don't know. I mean, I got my eye on West because he reminds me of somebody. Okay. He reminds me of somebody, but who shall remain nameless. Okay. So anyway, so excited to see where that goes. So we get to the recoupling, and obviously the obvious ones recouple Shannon and Josh, Trina and Cinco, Kira and Will, who Will I really, really love. Let me say too, he has really grown on me. Love his personality. Such a gentleman. Really fun. But I just don't know. I don't dislike Kira, but I just don't. Some people just have like a something that draws you in. Because I know even like with Will, like a lot of the girls and a lot of the ladies were loving him early on and thought he was the cutest thing. And I didn't feel that way. I didn't feel that. Of course, I recognize that he's an attractive man, but I didn't feel the way that a lot of people were feeling. But it's something actually, which to me is the most important of all anyway, is his personality. It just draws you in. So I really like him, and I almost would like to see him with someone else. I know, guys. I know for those of you who really love Karen, well, I'm sorry, but I really, really would like to see him with somebody else that, even honestly, I would like to see him with Amy. I love when they're speaking Spanish to one another. It seems a little spicy and fun. It just seems fun. And I know people, it's not Friendship Island, it's Love Island. But sometimes the connections with those friendships can really turn into something a la Justine and Calvin, okay? Just saying. Just saying. But when Cash, so it's like, who's crying? Are you crying? I'm not crying. Because I was definitely crying, y'all. When Cash picked Corey, my heart, like I was so happy. Because I was so scared for him because I could see the I'm going home look on his face. Like, as it got down to the last three, he knew that Amy wasn't, picking him. And with Cash, he really genuinely didn't know because he said, you don't have to feel obligated to save me. And I didn't even know if honestly he wanted to be there because it can be so much, so overwhelming. So, but nonetheless, she picks him. Isaiah goes home. And I, for one, am excited to see what it could be. I hope, because from the preview, it looks like Florita is going to have a change of heart. And let me say this, because if I'm your mammy, if I'm your sister Corey, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. I'm saying it. I don't care who likes her. I don't care who like no. Don't do it. Do not be somebody's backup. She had the opportunity to pick you and she didn't, and she gave the wonderful speech, and I do believe she didn't want to hurt him, and that's fine. But everybody's seen who Jeremy is. He's shown his true colors. You even went back to Amy when you knew he was lying to tell her. So no, you pick the liar, you stick with it. Or you find somebody else. But Corey, we looking out for you. We don't want you to go with her. Don't do it. Don't do it, okay? See, like honestly, please sit back. You and Cash have been through a lot. Bond on that. Let's see where that can go. Have fun. And I know it's just like, oh, well, people love. Like, okay, look, I get it. Okay. But the reality is, a lot of these people may not be together after the show. But a lot of connections may genuinely be made. So I genuinely care about the connection. Like, would I like to see some people, sometimes when you see couples that you really like, it's like, oh, please go get married, have babies. Like, I don't care. Like, whatever. I just want you to have fun. And I want to see genuine connections. So I'm so excited, and I'm say I'm excited because I'm hoping what I want to go happen. I'm hoping that Cash and Corey give each other a chance and just blossom organically. And just from what we've seen, because I like, who knew they had a friendship like that, you know? So let's see where that goes. Let me know who you're rooting for. Let me know if you think that something could possibly happen. Is it just me between Cash and Corey? And I mean, anybody else you like. If let me know if you disagree with me on Shannon and Josh. Let me know what you think about them doing the do. If you saw Paramount Plus, let me know what you think about that. Okay. Let me know what you think about Kira and Will. Let's talk about it all in the comments. I will see you soon, guys. Let's get ready for the next episode of Love Island. But before that, let's have fun in the comments. Don't forget to share, like, and mostly comment. Get in with me. Let's talk about it. I look forward to talking and chatting with you guys soon. Again, sending so much light and love to Slade and his family. And I'll talk with you guys soon.